Hi guys, I'm back with a new review. I know I've been gone for a while, been busy, but anyway, what I have for you today is, ta-dum, the Nespresso VertuoLine machine, which I think they came out with last year. And the cool thing about this, it does espresso and coffee, which is new for Nespresso. All they've had in the past are machines that do espresso only. So with this machine, you can get a full cup of coffee, or you can do an espresso. But before we get started, before I brew any coffee, let's just talk about the machine. It looks really nice. I mean, it's not too big. You can compare it to like this Opus machine, which is a really good K-cup machine. I prefer this one over like a Keurig machine any day. It's great. But anyway, just for comparison, you can see it's a bit smaller than like a K-cup machine. So that's cool. You know, it saves some space on the counter. And even though it's plastic, it's really nice though. It has nice build quality. It feels really good. You know, I think it looks great, but Nespresso always makes really good looking machines. So at the top here, let me move the tripod up here. Here's where you have the power button. Just press it and it'll come on. It takes about 10 or 15 seconds to heat up, but you know it's ready to go when that light stops flashing. It'll be it'll stay solid, so you know it's ready to go, ready to make a coffee. And on the side here we have the water tank that's removable. Just easy to take off. Got the lid, pretty decent size. Get it back in. Yeah, that looks about right. And on the other side here, we have the receptacle for the used. It's a used one of the coffee capsules. You can see it makes a lot of holes in the top, and what it does, it spins the capsule. I'll show you that in a bit. It spins the capsule around while it's brewing. But anyway, that's the receptacle bin. It falls in there after you open the lid when you're done making the coffee. Open the lid and it'll fall in there automatically. It's kind of neat. And we have a nice solid, I think this is metal. Here's a drip tray that's metal. Probably the only metal thing on the whole body, the whole machine, is this drip tray. But it's nice, solid. And drip tray down here. Oh, take that off. You know, kind of dirty from dripping coffee, but that's what it's for. It's to catch the drips if there are any. There really aren't with this machine. It doesn't really make a mess, but anyway, that goes in there, and that's where I normally have the drip tray, but you can move it up higher if you want to here. If you have like a smaller cup, you're going to just like brew an espresso and you're going to use a smaller cup, you could do that, and it's held in with the power of magnets. Love that. It's really neat. They always have these cool design touches on espresso machines. I kind of like that. Anyway, so that's a drip tray for you. Really exciting, I know. But one more thing is, if you have a bigger cup, if just this is not enough room for you, you can take this whole thing out and you have a bit more room there to put a bigger cup, like a travel mug or whatever floats your boat. So that's it for that. And the way you brew, open this up with this lever, or lever, whatever you want to call it. Turn it to the right, and it pops open, and the pods or the capsules sit there. And speaking of which, these are they. These are them. This is a coffee capsule, and this is the espresso capsule. They have 4 espressos you could pick from, and I think there's about 8 or so coffee capsules that you could pick from. This one's a decaf. And they have, each of them has a barcode printed underneath the lid here. You can see the black and white lines. And when you put it in the machine, it spins it around, and a laser will read the barcode. And based on the information in the barcode, it determines like how much coffee is brewed, what the temperature is, and whatnot, which is a neat feature. It's like a Tassimo. Tassimo has a barcode too, if you're familiar with Tassimo machines. And same thing with Espresso, it has the barcode on there. So, I think we'll just cut to the chase and brew something here, because I'm going to show you what I hate about this machine, which is a deal breaker for me, personally. But, before we go further, got my trusty thermometer, because I will take the temp of the coffee for you. I want to show you what I don't like about this machine. So we'll turn it on. 70 degrees, okay. So, actually, before I make a coffee, I'm going to tell you that it makes about, well, they say in the manual, an 8-ounce coffee, almost 8 ounces, but you're going to need a larger cup. I'd recommend getting, like, if you're going to get this machine, get one of these Bodum 10-ounce Bodum glasses, because it's the perfect size for a coffee, and you'll see here in a minute. But what happens when you put the capsule in and it's spinning around in there, it creates a lot of foam, which Nespresso calls crema, but it's not. Crema is like something you get when you brew under high pressure with a regular espresso machine. This does not use high pressure. It just spins around the capsule. I mean, the coffee capsule and the espresso capsules just spin around, and it incorporates air into there. So when the coffee comes out, you'll see there's probably like an inch or so of what they call crema, which is really foam or froth. I mean, I guess foam is probably the best term for it. But it's going to fill up this whole cup. Even though you're going to get about 8 ounces of liquid, you're going to get like an inch or so of this foam. So you're going to need a bigger cup than 8 ounces. So like I said, this Bodum glass is 10 ounces. It works perfectly for this. And plus, I think part of the interesting thing about this machine is the way it brews the coffee, like I said, and it gives you like that foam on top. It looks like you're drinking Guinness. Like it's a beer with like the head on it. And it looks really nice. So I think part of this machine and the experience of it is the visual aspect. So if you're going to get this machine, I'd say, you know what, just shell out for some nice Bodum glasses, because you want to see the coffee. It looks really neat. If you're just going to use like a regular mug, you're going to miss the whole effect. So anyway, here we go. To brew, we close it and turn it to the left, and then just press the button here. And it spins up. This machine's kind of loud. I mean, you'll see towards the end of the brewing cycle, it gets even louder. But it doesn't last very long. But if that matters to you, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me much. But anyway, here we go. Here's the big problem with the machine. We're going to take the temperature. I'll just keep it in there, I guess. You can see it's not very hot. This is the decaf. I've noticed the decaf maybe gets up to 150. And like I told you, supposedly like each coffee is brewed at a different temp. One of the coffees will get up to 160, the Stormio, which is like one of their darkest coffee roasts. But nothing gets that hot in this machine. I mean, this is not even getting to 150. You know, and I'm like, that is not a hot cup of coffee by any stretch of the imagination. So anyway, you can see it gets a bit louder towards the end. Like a jet engine. Sounds like a leaf blower. So anyway, that's it. It looks really neat. Like I said, it looks like you're drinking big old glass of some nice Guinness. But unfortunately, it doesn't taste as good as a Guinness because it's not hot. I mean, I'll take a sip now. It's like totally lukewarm. I mean, it tastes okay for lukewarm coffee, but honestly, I don't know what the problem is with this machine. And it's not just like I don't think my machine's faulty. I've read lots of reviews of this machine with people complaining that the coffee is not hot. You know, and Nespresso will tell people, oh, you should, you know, heat up your mug beforehand if your coffee isn't hot. Well, hello, it's only coming out at 150 degrees, if that. I mean, heating up your mug is not going to make a difference at all. So I don't recommend this machine because it doesn't get hot enough. You know, I love the looks of it. But that's about it. The coffee is not hot. And the coffee's expensive too. I mean, you buy like a sleeve. It's a nice box though. It's, you know, it's nice quality. This is all embossed on there, so it looks really nice. But this has 10 of the coffee capsules, the decaf, and it's like $1.10 per capsule. It's really expensive for, you know, coffee that's not even hot. So I just don't think it's worth it at all. Maybe they're going to revamp the machines and make them hotter. They have to do something because, I mean, I'm not happy with the machine. I wouldn't recommend it. It just doesn't make a hot cup of coffee. Sorry. I mean, it looks great and all that, but it's not worth it. If you want an espresso machine, you probably should just go with the original line, which only brews espresso, and they're known for that. And those are pretty decent machines. But if you want a hot cup of coffee, you're not going to get it with this machine. Sorry, I know, I'm disappointed too. I thought it'd be a lot cooler than this. I mean, not cooler. Well, actually, it is cooler. The coffee's cool, but I mean, I thought this whole experience of getting this nice machine, expensive machine with these expensive coffees, that it'd be a great experience, but it's not. If you like coffee, I wouldn't recommend it because the coffee's not hot. So that's the big problem with the machine. It's not hot enough. Anyway, that's my review. Hope you guys liked it. Subscribe if you guys want to, and I promise I'll have more videos upcoming soon. So anyway, thanks for watching. Cheerio.